Alright, so timestamp. It is still September 15th, 2025. About 6:30 I put the stripper on the bar stool top 2.5 hours ago. And I'm a little impatient on this one. I just want to see what it looks like, so I started scraping it. I'm using this to give me a little bit of control and whatnot. I don't have a small scraper, but this gives me some distance too. You can already see what I've done there. Yeah, I mean, that's, if you remember what it looked like before, that's bringing up some stuff. This is good. This is good. Yeah, this stuff looks pretty good. Yeah, because if you remember from the classroom reading, they said give it 24 hours for, heavy stains and whatnot. I mean, this isn't really that heavy, you know. You could tell it was on there pretty good, but it wasn't like really thick. I've seen some stains that are like really, 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 really thick. I think the 24 is mainly for like many layers of paint kind of thing. I am going to have to do a second batch of this, but I already know I was going to have to do a second batch. If nothing else, just to figure out, because there's real grain, and some of the grains are actually like inset. It's not just sanded down to a smooth perfection. But that's one of the things I actually like about it, because it has a real natural, raw kind of look and feel going on, which is cool. Yeah, that's better. I mean, look at all that. Yeah. Yeah, the other thing I said on the bottle was that I could hose this off, but I'm kind of scared to do that because it is real wood. I mean, if I dry it right away, it might not be that big an issue, but I think it could damage the wood, and it could also really slow me down, because I have to wait for it to dry before I can, do any kind of other treatments to it, like the stain that I want. Yeah, this stuff is really good. So, I don't even know why it came up on my feed exactly on my phone. I saw a commercial for, it's like an infomercial really. Rob Lowe is kind of hawking a new dog food. And we're looking to get our pups on, they're not unhealthy right now, but we know that kibble's kind of garbage. We were looking at like a farmer's dog kind of thing, trying to find something that was cost effective. And beginning to realize there is no such animal. There are dogs, I have them, but the cost effective dog food that's actually good for them, you need to think it's mythical. Right? So I got kind of excited because they were doing a 50% off. You watch the infomercial and you get a 50% off special. And it was, so I went ahead and kind of tiptoed through the system to see, okay, what are we talking about here? What kind of money are we talking about? And it was going to be like around $80 for 3 bags. And it was part of a subscription thing. They'd send you 3 more bags every month, whatnot. And I almost went for it, because I'm like, we get the big bags of dog food, and they're $30-40 sometimes. I'm like, $80 for 3 bags, that's pretty good. And then I really looked at the picture, so I was like, they were real nondescript. And I'm like, do I need, if I get 3 bags now, do I need 3 bags in a month? How much? Because we got the Chihuahua here, who is a rental. Um, we got Scrappy, or Acorn, either or, who is a Beagle Shepherd mix. And then there's Sammy, who's a Border Terrier. And I'm like, okay, well, 3 bags and 3 bags and 3 bags and 3 bags, you know, I don't want to get inundated with a lot of extra dog food. How much is in these? What, you know, is 1 bag a month's worth of food or whatnot? $80 basically, 3 bags. So I zoomed in on the picture because they just showed the 3 bags, you know, prominent sales, blah, there it is. And I zoomed in and looked at the size. They're 16-ounce bags. So when you get like, you know, 25, 30-pound, 44-pound dog food bag, whatnot, this is 1 pound. So that 3 bags, I would be spending $80 for 3 pounds of dog food. And that's at almost a 50% discount because the whole, you watch the infomercial, you know, that song and dance. That's not even full price. That's the 50% discounted price. 3 pounds of food, $80. Now they were saying that you could use it as a topping for the kibble that you normally serve them, but I find that kind of funny too, and I love Rob Lowe, don't get me wrong, but I find that funny because they were just talking about how bad kibble is for him, and I know kibble's got a lot of BS in it, and it's not everything it says it's supposed to be, but I was just like, wait a minute, so I can use this great food that's the perfect thing for dogs on top of the stuff you recommend against if I want to make the bag last longer. The 1 pound bag that I'm essentially paying $26 for. Exactly again. And maybe that's a fair price for what you're getting. Seems a little high to me. Seems a little high. So we're gonna think about it. I'll call you. Yeah, I was just like not expecting. I'm very glad I looked at the picture more carefully before I said, yeah, sign me up. And I want my dogs to be healthy, live a long time, all that. But I'm not in a place quite yet where I can afford to do that. And I feel like even if I did have that kind of money, that maybe seems kind of like posh pricing. Like there's got to be a cheaper alternative. I think Farmer's Dog is a little bit cheaper than that, but I think it's still a little pricey too. I don't know. Any suggestions on that? Please let me know. But yeah, the 3 16-ounce bag. I had to take a pause. Wasn't quite expecting that. Alright, 3 bags, $80? Yeah. I think they're 1 pound bags. What? I was expecting a little bit more than that. Alright, I tell a lie. I was expecting a lot more than that. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a little bit more down and dirty with this, but like in here, you can really see. Look at that. Beautiful naked wood. It is exactly what I was hoping for. I know I'm going to probably have a couple spots here and there by the time I'm done with this. Again, some of these, the actual grains and whatnot, they are actually grains. So I may have to get in there. That's not too bad. It's going to look good. But I just wanted to pop on real quick, show progress on this, and also the dog food thing. And if you're able to afford it, bless. And it sounded like a great product. Really and truly, sounds like a great product, but that's a little tricky. I know what my dogs eat. Knowing that it's a pound each, I don't even think 3 bags a month would do it for... Yeah. I'm looking at $200 a month for dog food. Maybe. I think I'm actually being lean there too. It might be more like 300. So my boys can eat. Sorry, I have some ghetto sausages on the grill and Jinx decided to jump up on the counter right next to it. Well, I smack you right in the head? Oops. Boy, do you know better. But yeah, I don't know that I want to spend $200-300 a month dog food. I don't think I can really do that quite this second. Anyway, I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to get my hands dirty. As I was explaining to a friend of mine a few minutes ago, right now I'm dealing with, the only way I can think to put it is I got wood. So, make it a great day.